Fast, it's already what? It's really already that time. It is. Ah, happening, everybody? welcome, welcome to this edition of COVID and Coffee. Still morning check-in. It's just a late morning. Um, Back on the DR10 a little bit. So got it out for a couple of good rips this morning. After doing just some minor changes, and so far I am liking its hookup. The only thing that I think that I'm struggling with right now is because I lowered the front end and I adjusted the camber and the toe for a lowered front end. Then when I put that fuel tubing in there, because I wanted to stop scraping the bumper chassis skid piece, that because I didn't take that tubing out and recut it, my toe is off. So I slightly suspect that along with the more rigidness that I have in the front, um, yeah, it's hard to explain sometimes what's in my head. But I do need to lower that front end just a touch more, probably about, I want to guess like a quarter-inch more. I don't know how much it is in millimeters, to be like an exacting spec. But I'm also going to take off the front shocks. We are running 1 million in the rear differential, and so far I like it. I could tell right away on its first couple of passes, well, actually on its first hit, um, it it totally spun out because just did a cold rip. Um, and you have to learn, I guess what I'm learning is you have to learn like patience, I guess. My videos. I just want to jump into the chat real quick. I'm not sure if anybody's even here, or even if my stream is going. My stream might not even be going. Hey, look at that. All right, but there's no chat. Where's the chat? How come I can't see the chat? Because there's no chat. What's going on here? What, did I forget how to use this? Comments? What is going on? Why did YouTube change something? So now I literally cannot see chat. Quality. Quality 720. Speed normal. Oh, now I can't see the chat in my own. Wait a minute, something's wrong here. I think YouTube changed something. I cannot see an option for live chat. Data feedback desktop settings. No, that's not right. Okay, so maybe this isn't even working. Back. Coven Coffee. Yeah, wow, there's no option for chat now. Cancel. All right, so I guess I got to turn this thing around. All right, I just got to turn this around because I don't even know if anybody's even on here now. And this is not going to work because turning this around, I've already discovered doesn't function properly. Let's see. So that is there. The chat is on. Top chat, which I think is what I'm supposed to be on. Why isn't this showing chat anymore? What has YouTube changed now? It says 14 people are here, but I can't see any chat. Come on. Are you kidding me? Hit the 3 buttons. Cancel. Hit that. I don't know what has happened here. This is messed up. YouTube. Feedback, help. Desktop. Is that what I want? Ah. Hey, only takes me like 9 times sometimes. All right, so let's see who's here. Right at right at 11, we have Noah Wilmington. We got Justin O'Neill twice. Actually, Justin O'Neill got it for today's yeah. Hey Justin, check it out, man. Dude, this thing is awesome. Oh my goodness. All right. Chef Beardsley, John Wick, R. German, Amped RC, Smokies RC. What's going on, brother? Trash Ninja, 5T Badger, RC Sick. Got everybody popping in here. We got, yep, CT Chris. What's going on, man? Flying Fortress, what's up? I think he highlighted. I don't know what I did. Demo RC, what's going on, man? James George, what's happening? Mr. Wick, what's going on, brother? Sicky can't do it. This thing is pretty awesome, actually. It was, I think they call it the Harbor Freight top of the line. I think that's what it is. Bauer. There was one other one. I like that one. That one was pretty cool. It's got like 8 or 9 settings or 7 settings on the back, which I guess that adjusts temperature, and it's got 3 speed settings. This thing is nuts. But Hector Santos, what is going on? Gold Goose, what's going on, man? So, I got, and I granted this is just coming out of my mouth. You have to see the footage just for the proof. I got such a straight line full trigger hit today that I feel like it shocked me. It wasn't the first hit. It was actually after I warmed up the tires a bit. I gave the tires a little bit of a burn. I do definitely need to repair this front end. The steering was acting erratic, but that is probably because of tow as well. I almost feel like, I feel like in some ways I don't want to use the fuel tubing, but then sometimes I do. It's kind of like a messed up thing. And maybe I'm like thinking to, oh yeah. And Stan Reed, I don't know if you're here, but I did end up getting that, Centec digital scale that you were talking about if you ever show up on these lives. But Stan Reed had actually suggested that I get one of these, and it's a good idea just so I could just like, I don't know, measure stuff like, you know, weights and checks and balances and all that, because I do want to know those transmission parts that I got, what's going to be the rotational difference between a stock, you know, basically a spider gear system filled with 1 million versus that aluminum housing, the hardened anodized aluminum housing with the like weighs nothing spool in it, you know. That is eventually what I want to do. I want to take some more hits on this front end. I'm so far I'm actually pleased with how the rear end of this thing is going. The rear end of this thing is going like it's hooking up pretty damn straight. The only thing that I'm coming across might be tires. Tires might be my issue. Tony, I think I need new glasses. Dude, thank you for that. Another donation to that car RC pit mat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Like I said, that's going right to that. Can't distract me like that. Cow RC. Thank you, sir. I think like I think part of what I'm doing is I'm I'm asking too much too fast of it, if that makes any sense. I know what I want this thing to do in my head, and I'm gonna force it to do that. I have pinions to change my pinions so that off the line, the torque hit hopefully will be less. Because I'm leaving the slipper clutch fully engaged right now. I might back it off once we start getting into 4S. But for now, I want to up the pinion to just, oh, my coffee's ready. Just to take away that initial too much of a torque hit, because I don't want to, and I don't know if this maybe is like a lazy way of sounding or whatever, but I literally, because it's done it several times, and I forgot to turn off the remote. See, with this remote, I keep forgetting to turn this thing off because the switch is backwards. My hand immediately goes to flip it, and I think out of habit, like I go to move it, and I don't know. But I keep forgetting to turn that thing off. I've already burned through a set of batteries because I left it on. I don't think that does anything to the controller, but... so I got my coffee right here. It is actually COVID and coffee. See? Right there. COVID and coffee. My Mandalorian cup right there. Justin Brazier, dude. Thank you, sir. I'm a little groggy this morning, but that's because my other project that I'm working on right now, which has nothing to do with RC, is trying to put a beat down on me, but I'm incrementally getting closer. Jack Brazier, thanks, man. You know what I'll probably do? If you don't have a specific place where you want that to go, I'll probably throw it right to that cow RC pit mat that Tony is telling me I gotta get, so I stop losing screws. You know, I wonder what would happen with Vector. Can Vector climb onto that? I wonder. That might be a good barricade now. I don't know how thick those mats are. But good morning to you too, man. Oh, wait a minute. Flying Fortress. Has anybody tried the larger wheels that come with the car for the wheel? Yeah. So Earl Moorhead already. I think he has the larger wheels on right now. For me, I only hit the wheelie bar one time this morning, and that was on a rolling start. I was doing the comeback, and what I have to do is I have to stop being impatient. I'm going to kill these tires if I consistently be impatient. You also have to I also have to try to stop looking at this device. I crashed twice today because I was looking at the phone and I was just trying to make sure that I was tracking the car. And then before I knew it, the car was starting to go off-road again. So I have to stop, and I have to maybe try to rely on the camera that I stick on here to get some of that footage that this camera's not getting. The only thing about the GoPro is obviously, because of the way its lens is designed, everything is like further away than it really is, kind of. So, and I even think I have it on linear. I can't remember. I'll have to check and see what I have it on. But I just basically just throw it on my head and just give it the little click, and it does its little beeps, and sometimes its beeps just, I don't know. The other day the thing was freaking out, but I think that's because I had it plugged into a battery. So now when I go out there, I just plug it into a battery. That way I don't have any issues. Because I'm trying to catch things at a higher frame rate. At least I think it's set to the higher frame rate. I might have messed that up too this morning. John Wick, what's going on, brother? This is off topic, but do you know what arms and bits I need to turn my Typhoon into... No, I don't, man. That's beyond me. They have one with a ridge. What was that car that I sent out for that? I think that was a Typhoon. or typhoon. I keep calling it a typhoon, but it is a typhoon. I'm the one that kept messing that up. Everybody was like, why do you keep calling it a typhoon? It's not typhoon, it's typhoon. Somebody in here, probably Tony would know. Vince Vargas, what's going on, man? Trying to pay attention to everybody that's here. We got 27 people already. That's Stickies. What's going on, brother? Amped just got that same heat. Amped, the heat gun is actually wicked awesome. Like I had said, man, that I love that heat gun, man. That thing so far, yeah. So far the thing is stinking awesome. Oh my gosh. Let's see. So far, I'm just checking my notes. I'm trying to I want to make sure that whenever I do changes to this DR10, trying to log everything. There is a book that I used to use. I just have to get another one. It's actually a logbook, but the way it's set up is I'm used to using it for my business. But I've transformed it into using it for RCs, and what I obviously do is I header each car, and then what it does, it gives you, it's basically like a chart, but I'm a lot better with this right here. Pen and paper is definitely what I'm better with. Doing this computer garbage, yeah, it's tough. It's too tough for me. It's kind of like what's his name there? Yeah, I just lost his name. Well, whatever. I just my mind is just all over the place right now. I'm thinking so many things. I've got so many projects now that what I have to do is I have to stop and I have to concentrate on one project and get it done. This DR10, I got to stop thinking about the Kyosho Tomahawk. I have to put, drag bug on the back burner just for a little bit. The Tomahawk is going to be, I think the Tomahawk's going to be third, because once I get this thing going just a little bit better, Justin O'Neill, man, for the move, nice, dude, you got it right there. Thank you, sir. Justin O. To the moo. I appreciate that, man. Jack Raider, hey Arthur, I seen your video on the Gen 7 upgrade on the transmission. Is it worth the buy? Because I just got my Gen 7. So, the reason why I upgraded mine was because I guess I'm not a true crawler kind of guy. So what happened was I was being very patient with it, and I did enjoy it. And I think maybe if I rip it again, I'd probably enjoy it, again, but it's like there's so many things to do. That transmission it's all metal. James George. Again, dude. You're killing me here. I gotta flip the page. What is that going to? You're not saying. Can throw that to the moo? I don't even know how much those go for. The other thing that I was going to say too is if if anyone just happens to direct, because I'm realizing that if anybody puts the little, the RC Guy Garage thing, and it shows up on red, it just makes it so it's easier for me to see. But now I can't even remember what I was talking about. See what I mean? I get distracted way too easy. I'm surprised I'm able to concentrate on that Jaguar, man. What are the chances that both fuel pumps would be out on that car? I don't get it. What was the thing? Struck by lightning or something? Just some of the electrical craziness that I'm finding in that damn car. Both fuel pumps are out. I don't know. But anyways, that has nothing to do with this DR10. Let's just get to the point. Okay. If I hadn't have raised the front end and then not adjusted the toe and the camber again, everything probably would have been fine. But because I raised it, put the fuel tubing in it, now the fuel tubing it's too much. It's too tall. I've got to cut like a quarter inch or maybe even 3/8 of an inch off, because we were down low, and I liked it. I liked the fact that that front end was just nice and low. The only thing that I didn't appreciate, obviously, was the fact that I was getting body rub with the tires, but that's also because as you're lowering the vehicle, you're also sucking the tires back, which is, I feel like that's like a... It needs to be more straight. The chassis needs to not have such an upward tick on it so that the wheels aren't sucking backwards. That's part of the issue. But if I cut that fuel tubing down just a bit, like I said, quarter inch, 3/8, something like that, it should be enough. Probably leaning more towards 3/8. But like right now, with the way it's sitting, the body fits perfectly on one of these stools. So the way it's sitting right now, I'm gonna just drag it in here just real quick. I think this should work. So the way it's sitting right now, right? It's too high. Like it's jacked up now. But that's because I was impatient. And I know I can't get the camera low enough for you guys to see exactly what I'm saying. But now I can actually get like I was saying, I can get my finger underneath and it just hits my fingernail. And the other thing too I noticed was it must have been a real nice warm day when I did the 70 weight oil in here, because now the shocks are getting hung up. And I do want to leave it with my springs sliding on the collar just like that. This is just my own theory of how this is going to work. And I still feel like it's working. Whoops, you're not even seeing it. This is a terrible camera. If I switch to the back camera, it won't work right. It'll end up dying out of the stream. That's also the difference between, doing something that's alive. The quality is obviously way worse than the quality of like a video. But in my head, I feel like there's too many things that I want to change. And this is probably driving, some people nuts, thinking like, just stick with one thing, but I can't. I've never been able to do that. I've never been able to stick with one thing. And you know what else I just realized? I just realized that I have too many shins. Oh my God. And I think this is the best part about it. Either way, right? Maybe somebody would be like losing their mind. But here's all the shims that I just took out, okay? I just took them out, just ripped them out. I know which goes where. But That'll probably be better. And then the oddity about how my car came with a different height springs. What we have, 50, it was either a 52 or a 53, and then a 56, I think it was. I'm probably not going to be the person to watch on tuning this thing, because my tuning methods are not like going to go in line with anybody else and what they're going to do, because I'm literally going to try everything that's in my head. And that's the fun part about RC stuff, is that, you know, what am I gonna break? I'm not gonna break nothing. You know? Like right now I'm looking, and it looks like, for some strange reason, the camber on one of my back wheels is off. Did I take all the shims out? Yeah, I did. But that's also where these blocks come into play too. So I don't know. That's where these blocks come into play right here. These blocks, we're going to change the way the camber stays more consistent. That was two major things on this rear end that I wanted to change. Number one was I absolutely hate the toe. The toe does not belong in this vehicle. It just doesn't. I mean, I get you can get it to launch straight. I've got mine launching pretty damn straight. Full trigger like today. I had two amazing full trigger. You couldn't get it any straighter. I mean, if I was going like laser line to laser line, I didn't even need any steering. I just literally pulled the trigger and the car just took off straight. And I did burn the tires too. Gave the tires a little bit of a burn. And then one of the other times, I only had to just grab the wheel just a little bit, just to give it that slight little tick of an adjustment. I also wish there was like a two-step switch for the steering. Like, I wish you could like have a dual rate, if that makes any sense. So like you could have a switch that would have your dual rate at a specific setting for when you're drag racing, for when you just need to have just the slightest touch of steering, so that you're not going to overcorrect. And then like switch it like when you're done with the rip, and that way you've got full steering back. Like, you know what I mean? All these things in my head, they're probably just not possible. Maybe you have to have like some crazy radio or something that has like, you know, all these nutty options. Maybe that's possible. Maybe that Noble, like Chef. I don't know if Chef is in here. If Chef was in here, he might be able to answer that right off. Is Earl here? Earl's not here, is he? Nah, he ain't here. Oh, right. If you say Earl's name enough, he wakes up out of a dead sleep because he hears his name. I think it's funny. I heard my name. Did someone say my name? Try 20 million. I gotta get to the post office, man. I was supposed to go to the post office this weekend, but that damn Jaguar, man, I can't walk away. I'm getting close. So I found a crank sensor wire that was pinched bad to the point of where it was probably giving the car drivability issues. And I can see through like a series of tracebacks where people have been in this car trying to diagnose, and for them to miss the crank pinch, the crank sensor wire pinch like that probably led them on a wild goose chase, which is literally now what I'm doing is tracing back to figure out why everything else isn't working because of all the crap that they did to the car. And I swear the thing was hit by lightning. The thing had to have been hit by lightning. There's like so many electronic, there's craziness with that car right now. The thing was hit with 1.21, was it? 1.21 gigawatts of energy. I think somebody tried to turn it into the DeLorean time machine. It didn't work. But anyways, so just wait. I'm just gonna do stuff because I keep saying I'm gonna do stuff, but I actually should like really do stuff. I'm gonna cut that fuel tubing down. It's already, like I said, we're about, yeah, we're like way high now. So I'm just gonna pop these shocks off. I'm just gonna tilt the camera down. Like I said, I don't ignore anybody, so don't think I ignore anybody. But if by chance you're like trying to ask a question or whatever, or you're trying to get my attention or saying, hey, you're doing this wrong, just put the @ thing. That way I can see it. So I'm just gonna face this right down in here. Hopefully like that. Does that work? Yeah. So I'm trying to like base it off of that thing right there, my iPad. So once again, we are going to rip off these shocks, which every time I do this, I'm risking or running the risk of these screws like completely stripping out forever. My launches just are not consistent enough, but that's because I change something and then I don't change something else, or I just get lazy and I don't, like the fuel tubing. I definitely should have cut it down. I should have reset my toe and my camber, but I just didn't. I just wanted to just run the thing. And that's really the wrong attitude to have, and I have to stop that because that's not going to get me any further. What it's going to do is it's going to potentially frustrate me because I'm going to think it's something else, and it's not. You just sometimes, I guess you just have to take your time and go easy and not do things in haste, I think is the appropriate term for that. I do think I want to pump these shocks up just a touch. I still haven't put that oil in, so right now with the way these are, yeah, no good. Because I'm not even getting. I wonder if these things they're not leaking. So I'm just gonna pop these shims out. I know what shims were in there. I am leaving that spring as is, and people probably think it's wrong, but for what I'm trying to accomplish with this thing, I feel like it. I still feel it's right. I still feel like I'm on the right track in a sense. Maybe if I went with, like with a dual rate spring or something like that. Where's my tools? So I just want to cut off just a little bit. Hit that. Barbecue, man, thanks for that, man. I appreciate it. What do you think of Earl's? It definitely did not come out. I can tell you it did not come out the way he had expected it, but I think that's Earl, meaning like he himself has what he wants to see in the paint job that he was trying to do, the scheme, and it definitely didn't go the way he wanted it to. But I gotta tell you, it almost looks like the thing has got a chrome paint job. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely it's unique. I like that aspect of it. I do like the fact that it is unique. This fuel tubing, I should also make sure that this is cut straight because it looks like that wasn't cut straight. I do need to go, like I said, I do need to go cut that like 3/8. Watch. Watch now. I'm gonna cut it. I'll cut it now, and it will be too short. But that's all right. It's not like I don't have time on my hands. Just a back and forth. Is Earl really here? See, I told you. It's right. All you gotta do is just say Earl's name 3 times. He's like Beetlejuice. All of a sudden, he just pops out. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Oh yeah, don't leave your battery plugged in, by the way. Now these 2 pieces of tubing should be the same exact height, and they're off like by, is that like a 1/16 of an inch, I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to very carefully take my razor blade. I'm going to line these 2 pieces of tubing up. Of course, you can't even see what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? Lining up nothing. So I've got my tubing right here. So I'm lining it up, and I want to take literally that 3/8, 1/4 inch, whatever off. So I'm going to go like that. Oh no, gone forever. Stuff always fires off onto the floor, and it's gone. There it is. All right. So along with that being cut now to hopefully the length that I want, let's see if it's the same length. They look close enough. I think that's good enough. Now, what I did want to do, though, I did want to check the shock here because I feel I want to have, I want rebound in this shock. That's just, again, that's just the route that I'm going. I want just a little bit of rebound because I'm obviously not using that full, I'm not using the full width of the shock anyway. Oh, hey, Earl. Since you're right here, since when have you ever seen 2 pumps dead at the same time? So in that Jaguar, it obviously has 2 fuel pumps in the tank. Both fuel pumps are dead. So I think the thing got struck by lightning. What do you think? So let's see where we are here for fluid. We're like literally where I want it to be. That's actually perfect. That's literally where the fluid should be. So why am I going to add a couple more drops? Well, just because I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm trying to cause issues for myself here. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3. 3 in a dribble. Make sure you wear gloves when you're doing this kind of stuff. Don't get this garbage all over yourself. Yeah, I know. I'm just. No, I'm just joking. We're just with the way the car is acting. It's just like, oh my God, what are you doing to me? It was just weird when I pulled the pumps out this morning. I got the tank out. Well, I actually didn't get the tank out, and I know you know that. The tank's not coming out. But close enough. I got the tank in the position where I could access the pumps, pulled the pumps out, bench tested them to nothing. And I think I was surprised. I felt like I was surprised that I didn't even get a sputter. And I even gave them a whack with I even gave them a whack with the end of the screwdriver too. Thinking that, maybe it would jar something, but oh no, not at all. Let's see, that's a little bit too much. Mitchell, brother, what's going on, guy? Thank you for that. I'm not sure how much those cow RC mats go, but I'll probably put it to that, unless you say it should go somewhere else. All right. I'm satisfied again. The shock is right where it should be. I might just have to do something else with it. We'll see. Larry, do you have a destination for that? Or should I say Mitchell's RC? Your choice? Okay. I will do any. Depending upon what that cow thing goes for, it might go to that. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Stickies. Oh my God, Stickies. Stickies RC for the cow. Dude, thank you. Thank you very much, man. You guys are going to see that. I'm telling you. There's definitely some cool things coming up. Like I said, that recognition is big, man. It's gonna be, I think, like I said, I keep saying it. It's gonna be awesome. This is when I need better eyeballs. There we go. So I think that shock is there now. Did I switch over my springs? I think I did. Yes, I did. Whoop. Need this right here. You love the pit mats? Yeah. I think Tony was the one that started that, and I think it was because I'm always like losing my fasteners, and he had said that obviously, I guess it's magnetic, so that will definitely be a big thing, especially with those vectors bombing around. So yeah, I think I'm liking that. We'll see. We'll see how that works. I think this one's all set. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, I don't even have to take this one apart. That one's mint. So they are at the same rate right now. So I'm going to leave them as is. I also feel like I can't see. When you're putting these eyelets back down, make sure you screw them like right to the tip of the threads. I think it literally just stops right at the tip of the threads. think we're there now. So let's just toss them in, see what happens. Hopefully we're there now. RC cosplay, what's going on? Yeah, the stream actually has not been consistent recently, only because of a recent reel project. I'm not saying these RC cars aren't a project, because obviously this one definitely is, but sometimes other projects take precedence. So let's put this back on. I think we're good now. Watch I cut off too much. Man, if I cut off too much, I think I might have. Are you kidding me? There's no way. Did I really? If I cut too much off now, I'm just gonna lose it. I'm just gonna lose it. Let's see. Come on, get in there. Probably put that in first. Now is the screw. All right, so what hole did I go with? I went with this one, I'm pretty sure. Oops. So, line that up. Suppose what I could do is if I did cut off too much this time, I could just put it to the next hole. I hope I didn't. Don't drive me insane. And I don't think I did this time. Nice. I think it's actually right now. Put that in there. Put that on there. Put this over here. How do you say that name? I can't even see it. My glasses are messed up. Ian Fack Mal Bustine? Could call you EMB. EMB. I can't say that name and I don't want to destroy your name. Yeah, this is the DR10. It's a good vehicle. I like it. I'll tell you, I am having a blast with it. Come on, get in there. Let's see, should put that bottom in first. You got the shakes? EMB is okay? All right, man. I like I said, I hate when I murder somebody's name. Oops. It's hard sometimes, trying to get somebody's name right. So I am on the inner one, which flip it over, get it right in there. There we go. All right. Pump that. Boom. And I think we're actually there. I think it's there. That would be awesome. If I actually cut those down to the right height, that'll make me very happy. Caffeine withdrawals? COVID withdrawals? We're not going to say COVID withdrawals, that's for sure. Nobody needs to have any of that. I guess there was a spike in Texas. Texas is now open for business, but I guess there was also a spike in the highest level. Yeah, that's much better. That is actually perfect. So that's where I want that to be. I don't like the, I don't like the shock oil. Shock oil is too thick. Or something's hanging. Something's hanging up here, I think. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 47 degrees.
All right, well, I'm just going to roll with that. The front end, I'm pretty sure, is lined up, toe and camber. Looks good right now. Maybe because it's going to mainly sit like that. So I definitely am not liking the definitely not liking the steering though. And I understand obviously the need for a servo saver, but in this particular situation, I don't feel like a servo saver is really needed. I think that's part of my issue. People were telling me that just to dump the servo saver in this thing. And I'm thinking, they're 100% right. Get that thing out of here. Although, how is that? Is that hitting? What if I plug this in real quick? Let's see what we're looking at here. Yeah, it does not return to center. Almost seems like I'm getting a little bit of drag on here. What's going on here? Yeah, it definitely doesn't return. At least I don't feel like it's returning to center. No, it's not. Oh well. Just have to deal with it. Definitely think I want thinner oil. The thing is that it is going to get hotter in here, or it's going to get hotter over here, so maybe running that will be fine. It's not like I'm pulling wheelies anyway, and if anything, right now, that's where the wheelie bar is tagging. So right pretty much there is where that wheelie bar would be hitting anyway. And I would think just the pull might cause those wheels just to drop down just a touch more. So I think I'm all right. I do like the 1 million in the rear end. Both camber and toe on the front end, I feel, is pretty damn close. If I'm gonna get my straight edge out, I'm betting I am really good for alignment. I do have to try that thing that Earl does with his phone in the app, the Bubble app. He was telling everybody to download that it's good for doing your alignments. I think I'm all right with that. But I could probably adjust that with a couple shims here. Let's toss 2 shims in and see what happens. One on that side. Put one on this side. Still getting one wheel hanging up now. Why is that hanging up? It does seem like the shock oil is too thick. Oh, whatever. Oh my god. Where did you get the phone camera holder you have? Oh, types of mounts that I have now. And I'm actually going to be changing this out. This is a small rig. I've had this for a number of years. I used to use this on my DSLR camera. I used to use it for, what else did I use it for? I used it for something else that wasn't DSLR, but it's a company called Small Rig. And this is kind of cool, but I found something else that's going to work better. I haven't tried it yet. But this is one of those mounts from Hogue. I have another type of mount, which is the same exact thing, which I believe better than this. But this is just the one that I just always seem to gravitate towards. And did the stream die out again? Is the mount that I use here. I'll show you. The mount that's right here is the mount that I use for, can't even tell. That's what I use for my cell phone. That thing right there. It's with a little Evo ball head, just a tiny ball head on there. Just gives you a lot of flexibility. Let's see if I can hook this up without messing it up. So now that I'm seeing, I do want to adjust the rear end just a bit more because I am sitting low. I'm running, well, yeah, I want to adjust the, I'm going to adjust the camber on this thing. They don't give you much room here to get after that. It's almost like I got to take these shock towers out to adjust it. That seems kind of foolish. What did I go the wrong way? Can't even tell. I think I did. Adjustment here. There we go. That's more like it. Like a 1/16 of an inch each time here. Not limbo. Yeah. Either, you know what's funny is that there have been a couple of people giving me a hard time about them. I mean, like, that's cool. I'll take all the criticism. I'm learning here. This is not within my realm here. You know, this is drag racing is way different than what I'm used to, man. I'm used to just, okay. So yes, I used to balance out planes and do all that craziness and get really particular with my plane stuff, but not realizing that drag racing is massively, and that's now tipped out. Drag racing is massively about tuning. At least for me, I feel like it is. But I'm still enjoying it, you know, and people want to throw their, spitefulness at me, and that's cool, to each his own. I'm still having a blast, you know. And I think number one, that's the most important thing, is that I'm enjoying it. So that looks like it's sitting flat now. I'm just going to get my eye down here. Yeah, that is definitely, I was definitely burning those tires up. I think that's, because now it's planted. And obviously I'm going to have to re-wear the tires a little bit, but that shouldn't take long. The shock oil in the back is the same weight that it was stock. I don't even know what it was. It was probably like that 20 to 25 weight oil. I'm just going to leave it for now. I kind of do wish I went with a lighter shock oil in the front now, because in my mind I was seeing something else happening, but I guess it's not necessary, because if I ever do pulley wheelie, which it's rare that I do, it's pretty damn close right now. Okay. I definitely think we're good. Look at, I left. So I'm gonna I got another battery right now. I'm gonna toss a fresh battery in here. I could check this one. This one's probably fine, because I didn't really rip it that hard. But I'm gonna throw it back on the charger, just like do a peak charge on it. It's just like the old ways that I used to do NICADs. You just peek out your stuff. So this one should be all set. I am running those Levonic Air batteries. I'm having very good luck with it, other than maybe the fact that this battery may be too heavy. That I don't know. It is a pretty good sized brick. Remember, don't charge your batteries in the house. It's not a good idea. But yeah, this does have some weight to it. I wonder if I can weigh that. Can I weigh this? Oh, wow. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Now, granted, I don't know how much this is supposed to weigh, but I have that gram scale that guy was telling me to get, and I thought this would kind of maybe be a good idea to have, right? Have a gram scale so you can, like, weigh things and be more accurate with, like, parts and stuff. So this is my brick. So this brick weighs, with that connector being up in the air. So this brick of a pack weighs almost 19, so 418.6 grams for this pack right there. Now, I don't know if that's too heavy. Wow, isn't that crazy? That connector makes a difference. Whether if that connector's touching the ground. Let's if I put it up on here. 419. Now what do I do? I have to zero this out? How do I zero it? I don't know what any of those buttons mean. Look, I guess it's zeroed out now. Stick that on there. So 419 and a half grams. 416. Looks like it's on a hold. I don't know. Is that heavy for a pack? 419 and a half, measured twice. So 419 and a half. No, that's a good idea. I should write that down now. So that Ovonic pack weighs 419 grams. All right, so Ovonic. S, not 8. 419.5. G. I wonder if the other battery weighs the same amount. Will it actually measure this? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, it does. 7? 7.3? 7.2? 7.2? 7.2? Yeah, alright. I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's cool. I guess that'd be a good idea to be able to know how much things weigh, like in grams. You know what I mean, right? Almost seems like that. Now that I look at it from this way. Once I put that pack in there. I think I actually have it. I think I have it too much. Looking at that back. Now because I'm looking at it at a toe, it looks like I've got I think I put too much into it. If I get my straight edge on that, whatever my straight edge is. All this stuff, it just makes, I guess, so much difference, man. Didn't realize how particular this garbage was. So, but it's not really garbage though. This is, like I said, I'm having a blast, man. This is fun. What? Be able to walk away from the Jaguar a little bit doing this stuff. So this one's tipped out just a touch more. I'm liking that. You know what I should do? I should download that bubble lap thing. Yeah, I got you guys staring at nothing. I should download that bubble app and just see like if I am close. I usually use a straight edge because obviously if you use a straight edge, you can see, you know, whether something is tipped out, you know, more or not. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna do some test hits. We'll see what happens. I feel like I want to change the opinion, but maybe I should wait. I can't even remember what pinion is in here. I think the pinion that is actually in this thing, I think it's an 18. I can't remember. But the pinions that I do have for this thing, again, thank you to you guys. You guys are the ones that bought this stuff that's in this box right here. Everything that's in this box, all you guys bought. Well, the donators. So I've got an empty package. This. So I've got a 21 and I think a 22, I think. So I got a 21 and yeah, so a 21 and a 22. And I think what's in this thing is an 18 if I remember right. So obviously I'll switch to the 21 to see what happens with the 21. I wanted to get higher in the gears, but I think they were out of stock. But I can't wait to throw that bad boy in right there. And then to get rid of that stupid garbage. I actually did get another idler gear, by the way. So I got, oh, that's what we can do right now. How about that? How about that? While that other battery's peeking out, I can weigh some parts and write it down. That way you guys can see, like, what these things weigh, if you're interested. All right, let's get out this super cool gram scale here. I think it was like 12 or 15 bucks. Yeah, can't even open it. Can't even open it. There we go. It's because it's a delicate piece of something. I'm going to end up ruining it. Alright. So let's see. I'm going to switch this around so I can see what's going on. And I think you have to, like, let it settle out or something. So let it do its thing. Zero. So this is that hot racing gear. This is a hard anodized aluminum idler gear that supposedly is for this vehicle. So this, put that on there. 2.8 grams versus the Robinson Racing one, which is this little guy right here. So the Robinson Racing, oh, wait a minute, that's wrong. I just noticed that right now. Hard anodized aluminum idler gear, it's the wrong pitch. All right, well, never mind. It looks like we'll be going with this one anyway. So it looks like we're going with that one. For like 3 times the amount of weight. Damn it, how come I didn't notice that? I didn't notice that in the pack. That's significantly heavier. Damn, how come I didn't notice that? Oh, because it's me. Well, anyways, there we go. I guess there's a difference between the 4x4 and the regular. Oh my gosh. Alright, so 6.4 grams on that little guy right there. Alright, I'm just going to take notes because why not? So, 6. We got 6.44G, and that's for the R&R ID. So there's that. Then there was this thing, which this spool better be the right thing. So this little spool piece, 3.1. 0.2. 3.0. All right. Well, which one is it? 2.9. Am I supposed to drop it on here? 3.1, 3.0. 2.8. All right. The scale's way off. All right. How do I clear it out? Off, on. I don't even know how to zero it out. I'd probably have to read instructions. All right. It looks like I'm guessing 3.1 is what this is. Do like an average. Jeez, how'd it jump up that fast? Boy, this thing is super accurate, huh? Holy crap. 3.3. As soon as I say it's going to be 1, it switches. Now it's 3.7. Nice. Come on. Why is it changing that much? Try it again. All right, well, I don't know how to measure stuff, so here we go. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, scale. Piece of garbage. 6.8. Am I dropping it on too, like, heavy or something? On, off. Try it again. $6.5. I'm just, all right, 6.4. So we got the 6.4 again. Gonna leave it at that. The spool, we're gonna say 3.2 because I think I've seen that. Or actually, now it's saying 3.3. So 3.3 G for the spool. This is gonna be so inaccurate. Oh my god. And then this thing, which this will have to be measured as a whole. So 9.2, plus we're just going to add some more stuff into it. 9.2 plus the screws, if that's even how it works. Looks like it's just holding. I have no idea how to zero this damn thing out. Try a new battery? Maybe. Oops. 10. And then obviously the seal, or the gasket. Wow, the gasket is thick on this thing. What? Why is this gasket so massive? Oh, because they give you a couple of them. So not that that matters. And now we'll weigh it as a whole. $12.8. $12.7. I think I have to give it time. Alright, so that at least came in consistent at 12.7. 12.7 G for that, for this thing here. Differential. Man, I hope this is the right one. That thing is looking pretty meaty. I'm starting to wonder if this is the wrong one. It looks big. Is that how big that other one was? I don't even know. Pretty sure I ordered the right parts except for this thing. That's wrong. So that's got to go back.
So then you didn't order the right one?
Well, yeah. Well, because like I guess I just didn't pay attention. I guess I didn't pay attention to like the pitch. The pitch is definitely that's not the right pitch. That's the right pitch. Story of my life. Tear will zero it out. Okay, thank you. Big Kahuna, what's going on? Oh, here you go. Tear. Why is it called tear then? Why doesn't it just say zero? It should just say zero. Wouldn't zero just make more sense?
No.
Is tear actually mean something?
I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Stand for something.
Yeah, it obviously does. I hope this is the right thing. It's kind of looking pretty chunky. Damn it. Should just have somebody else order stuff for me. Send stuff back. I know. Keep it for no, I don't want to keep it for future projects because I don't think there's going to be any. Oh my god. How much do these hubs weigh? 8.1. These should be accurate, I hope. 8.2, close enough, right? 8.2. Oh, yeah. Like, pretty close to same damn thing. So that's a positive. Hopefully these are right. If they're not, I'm fired. Just fire me. I literally should just have somebody else order stuff. That's dumb. Can't believe I ordered that. Come on. Nothing says it either on the package. I just did not even look at it. I'm like, oh, there it is. Hard anodized differential gear. No, this one. Hard anodized. You know what it probably was? It was probably the same. Yeah, that's what I did. The numbers look like they matched up, and I bet because of the way things worked, is it probably said people get items like this when they buy this item. So I have every once in a while come across something that would be that, and I just take it for granted that, oh, that must be it, and then realized after the fact, like before I actually hit buy now, that it wasn't the right thing, that should have been in the whatever suggestion. So we'll just go with that right there. Hopefully not a fail. Praying. Fingers crossed. I gotta put stuff in the back in the bag here. Stick that spool in there. Hey, the spool fits. At least that fits. 4 screws. That differential, I hope it's right. It better be right. Put that thing in there. That thing's going back. So now literally all, yeah. So now literally all it is getting out there and ripping it with its new settings. Now at least I feel my launches will probably be a little bit more consistently back to the way they were being straight. I am liking the differential fluid, the 1 million that I have in there. I am liking that so far. You could definitely tell a big difference. The first turn that I tried to take, it didn't want to turn, and what I had to realize was that I had to slow down. Couldn't turn. I was used to turning at a higher rate of speed, not like full speed or anything, but I was used to just turning at a slightly higher, rate of speed. And with the differential obviously being locked like it is and having such fat meats in the back that grip more, it does have a tendency to want to turn less at higher speeds. So I just got to make sure that I just take it easy, stop being so impatient, and just take this thing out and, like I said, just take it out and rip it. But anyways, I didn't even get into the chat and, ask you guys, how are you guys doing? Like, what's going on with you guys? Enough about me blabbing. What about you guys? What's up with you guys? Anything good? Dude, Scruffy Page, exactly, a parts interpreter. Yep. And a discount finder, you know it. Just finished your RSC trip. Nice, Kent. Yeah, my wife was actually trying to get me this weekend. We did like a whole bunch of stuff this weekend. We made a bunch of dump runs with my truck, just getting rid of like scrap metal and, a bunch of stuff that I've realized I don't need to hang on to anymore, that it was kind of pointless. Probably could have got money for the scrap. I think that's what kills me. Everything has value in my mind. Everything has value. And it's like, sometimes, yeah, I think you literally just have to what's that? Turn the page, just walk away, just dump it. So. Oh, Mitchell, yeah. Dude, I could not believe. Because obviously in your video that you posted to Facebook, I couldn't tell if the thing flipped or not because it was so far away, but it sounded like it did. But then obviously it kept going, and I was just like, oh, it must have been like some massive body scraping. And then when you said you flipped it a couple of times, it's like, wow. Crazy, man. Good here, working? Yeah, good, man. Super Drake. Tracker. Dude, there's too much to do. Tracker update. So the tracker is sitting at my parents' house right now because that was closer than trying to drive it all the way home with the blown radiator hose. I have the parts. I just got to get over there, but something else distracted me, so. But I got to get over there and just replace the hoses. I'm going to replace all the hoses just because. So both heater cool hoses are being replaced, and the upper and lower radiator hoses as well. So I was going to do a thermostat too, but yeah, I don't need to dive that deep into it yet. Because I'm sure everything's fine, but I mean, basically everything is original on that vehicle, except for like brakes, tires, and battery and all that stuff. You have a garage full of junk, dude. Stickies. Because that was the other thing, too, because we opened up the garage and I actually did throw some stuff away, which was crazy. It's just that it must be the way I was brought up was not to throw anything away that has value. But that can go pretty crazy, man, because technically everything would have value. So I'm not like that kind of a hoarder, but when you look at the junk drawer in our kitchen, it's got everything you need in it. You know what I mean? It's got everything in there. My wife will need something or I'll need something, it's in there. You might have to like search and dig, but it's there. It's like the biggest drawer too in the kitchen. But yeah, it's just that hard to throw away stuff sometimes. But it is also, how do I say it? After we did those few dump runs yesterday, it was an odd sense of not relief, like an odd sense of release. Like, I don't know, because now I don't have to look at it anymore. Now she doesn't have to look at it anymore, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, and it made her happy, which there is that saying, you know, and it's true. But it made me feel good too. Because there was like there's like tons of projects that I just have in my mind that I want to do that I just never get to because of time. Because literally I'm just doing something all the time that I never get to all those projects that I think in my head. Even like the COVID and coffee here. I was so consistent for like what 20 days in a row or 19 days in a row or something like that. Every single day I was very consistent. And then all of a sudden, I missed a Sunday. Didn't even realize I missed a Sunday. And then I missed Tuesday, I think. I don't know. And then I missed yesterday or something. I just... It's tough, man, because you got things that you want to do, you know? Like that Jag, man. I want to get that thing going. To have that sitting when I know that thing can go. I've had it running. I've had it running by pouring gas down its throat, and it runs, and it's got a good sound to it. No ticks, no knocks, no nothing. And granted, it's not been running long enough, but still sounds good. It's only got 104,000 miles on it, so that's not too bad. So once I get those fuel pumps in there, then I think I'll be happy. At least the thing can move. Although, for some strange reason, the shifter interlock is locking me out now, where it wasn't before. So I've got to figure that out. Because I don't want to do the manual interlock. I do want to just figure out why that thing's not getting power now. I hope it's not like modules or a module. And then again, do I? I don't know. I gotta check for grounds. Things seem to be okay. But there could be corrosion somewhere that I just haven't seen yet, so I don't know. Rift to the Raft, thank you for that, man. I keep forgetting. I appreciate that. Smash that thumbs up if that's what you're into. Just don't smash your device, because then you won't be seeing this live stream. Which ESC combo did I use for what? For this car? This is a DR10. This is an RTR, if that's what you're talking about. Or are you talking about the... I'm not sure what you're talking about. If you're talking about the DR10, this is factory. Your garage looks like a hoarder's house. Yep. Yep. Mine looks a little bit better now after the dump runs from yesterday. Definitely looks like a shed. Doesn't look like a garage. Probably looks like a shed now. You know, a shed where you put away your summer stuff for the winter. Maybe you've got like the snowblower at the very end. Looks like a shed now. There's more room. There's definitely more room. I threw away a lot of stuff. Your wife took over your garage. You need to try and take it back. Yeah. Yeah. I have a shed that could fit 2 semis in. What? How is that even a shed? But I can't even drive your what? Your Ford what? And shut the door? Oh no. That's crazy. Yeah, it's sometimes what's weird, right? Is I actually, because I was so consistent doing the COVID and coffee, the days that I didn't, well, that one Sunday that I didn't do it, I actually didn't realize I didn't do it. That was crazy. How did I go from being consistent every day to all of a sudden just one day just forget to do it? That was weird. And I actually thought I did it too because somebody said, "Oh, no COVID and coffee yesterday," and I was like, "Yeah, I did one." And I literally had to go back in my videos and I saw one, and I thought that was the one. And I was just like, "Oh no, I did it. I did the COVID and coffee." And then somebody brought it to my attention, "Bro, no, you didn't. You actually didn't." And I'm like, "Oh crap, that's right," because I was working on a different Jaguar. It happens though. But I do want to be consistent. Obviously, you know, things will change because with the country, you know, opening back up, at least for, you know, the people that are from this country anyway, with things opening up, obviously the COVID and coffee, probably less people will show up just because, you know, things are going to change concerning that. I was thinking about having the COVID and coffee be a little bit earlier. That way, because sometimes, you know, bright and early in the morning, my neighbors really don't want to hear an impact gun, you know, buzzing off. And you know, I'm that kind of guy that's not how I'm gonna be. You know, I don't. You gotta be kind to your neighbors. Your neighbors normally are kind to you. You gotta be kind back. So I'm not interested in angering any of my neighbors. Not even anger. I just you have to have some kind of conscience. Um, I do have to get down to the post office today. I gotta go check the PO box because there is something that's a subscriber sent that's supposed to be in that PO box right now, and I was supposed to get to it over the weekend, but that damn Jaguar was sucking me right in. It's fun, man. I gotta tell you, when you work on things, I guess you could call it tinkering, but it's not. That's full diag. That car is full diag. That is not tinkering. Maybe it's tinkering, I don't know. RC Master, what is going on? You're all over the place with times, date. I know I am. I definitely am. It's how you start your day. A little COVID and coffee to start the day. Because I jokingly wanted to do a duet with my wife, like just point, but she didn't like it. She didn't like the fact that, you know, the way the words went, because it was that Folgers commercial. The best part of waking up is COVID in your cup, and she's just like, why would? Because she's so like, she hears the words because she's a poet, like she actually writes poetry. So she was like, you know, she analyzed it, I think, too much. She was like, well, why would people want COVID in their cup? And I'm like, well, nobody wants COVID in their cup, honey. I'm like, but it's like how the song goes, you know, Folgers in your cup. And she was like, yeah, but nobody's going to want it. And I'm just like, okay, then what do you say? No COVID in your cup? It's like, it's not going to sound right. I don't know. I just think in my head, I thought it would have been a riot to start off. You know, one of the COVID and coffee morning check-ins, her and I singing in the, the background, just as just as a joke. You know what I mean? I just thought it'd be funny. Dude, Mitchell. Oh my god, dude. Holy smokes, Mitchell. Dude, what do you what do you want that to go to? Have a cold one on me? You got it, man. Actually, got a refrigerator. Well, I'll tell you. We already have a refrigerator full of cold ones, cold iced teas right there. Because of that Jaguar sitting in the driveway, I needed it. Oh my god. Mitchell, dude, thank you. You're awesome. Mitchell's RC, man. Holy moly. Boom, right there. You know what, I gotta figure out how much those cow RC mats are, because I should get one ordered today. Because I'm guessing. I don't even know where to get it from. Let's see. Where is the company that you get those is it actually cowrc like .com? Cowrc.com. No, not call. I said cow. COW. Yeah, oh, it is. So it is actually them. What is that? They don't make this. This website is not very cell phone friendly. Look at the writing. Look how small it is. That is not very helpful. I'm gonna have to look at this on my computer. So they have flat mats, hybrid custom, work mats. Is only one of them magnetic? Oh no, wait a minute. Flat mats? I'm turning my head sideways because they have these things sideways. Wow, there's a lot of different kinds. Wow, these things are expensive. Are you guys out of your minds? Oh my god. Holy crap. Why are these things so expensive? That's expensive. Don't you think? Holy crap. Do you guys actually have these? You guys are out of your minds. Oh my god. Dude, there's one here that's $110. It's not loading up. It's called a Pro Mag XL medium and oh, it's a combo. Okay. I get it. Standard mag. What's the difference? I want one that says RC Guy Garage on it. Actually, I don't have to do that because I got a way to do it now. I'll have to check these out. If anybody, so how about this? Because I actually don't know what the best deal is. If any of you guys use these cow RCs, how about throwing me like a recommendation on what one to actually grab? Because I assume the jumbo, or is that too big? That's 24 by 30. Nah, that's probably way too big. So probably a standard. The Pro version has a 60 mil with a stain resistant top, which is probably important. But shouldn't they all be stain resistant? 5 cool custom themes. There's actually themes?
They lay there like they're decomposing.
I think there should be an RC Guy garage theme. What were you saying?
They lay there like they're decomposing.
Yeah. The $110 one, you get 3? Oh. I didn't even see that. You're right. Okay. So that's not necessary then. Or is it? Oh, they got more pages. They got 3 pages of stuff here. Holy crap. So there's a Pro Mag screw catcher. These things are actually pretty cool looking. You guys gotta like give me an idea of what to grab. I gotta actually look at it on my computer. My batteries are done though, so we're looking at, it's already 1 o'clock. What time do we start this stream? What are you looking for? A magnetic? Yeah, so a few of the subscribers have donated towards me getting one of those Cal RC mats. And what I do is obviously if somebody donates something, if they put like, you know, put this towards this, it point blank goes to that no matter what. If somebody says like just put it to whatever, like obviously, you know, Mitchell said, you know, have one on him, but I'll probably, I already have a couple of ones, but I'll probably put that, seeing that those pit mat things are pretty expensive, I'll probably put that, not probably, I'll put that towards that pit mat. But when somebody makes a donation, I try to say, hey, at least if you want to make a donation, don't. I'm not asking for any donations. Everything's cool, everything's fine. But if you do, make sure you at least give me direction to where you might want it to go, like towards like the DR10, or put it towards the Kyosho build, or you know what I mean, stuff like that. And obviously somebody, I think it was CCXRC. He basically started the Cow RC kind of fund. He gave, actually, he's given a total of $20, right? Yeah, because CC gave today. Yeah, right there. So Tony already gave $20 to go to that cow mat. And then Mitchell did a 20 as well. And then Mitchell did a 10 before that. So literally, whatever cow mat, I'm pretty sure, is in Stickies. Stickies has got the moo. So right there, everybody's basically, like James George just did a $199. He just said, just for, I think for a whatever. And then Jack Brazier did a $2. So, and then Justin O'Neill towards the moo. So literally, I think everybody gave to the moo today. So that, like, literally, I think whatever donations were made today are literally what that mat is going to cost, which is, it's insane, man. You guys are like insanely crazy. Like, you guys are nuts. So I think it's definitely cool. And like I said, I now have a way. You know what? I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna break open that box. You're gonna see an unboxing video of something that is not RC. It's not RC normal, but for my channel, it is going to be the norm, because there has to be a recognition. Like, sometimes people, they'll give donations or whatever, and then like the person that, like here, I'm like, oh, hey, thank you very much for that donation. Where do you want it to go to? But it sounds like a broken record. My point is, like, wait till you see. Like, there's a reason why this is staying a blank slate. Like, I didn't put any of the factory stickers on it for one particular reason. So all the people that donated to the parts that go to that DR, dude, your names are gonna be all over that car, and that's the whole point. So like, even like I was talking to Tony, and I told him, I said, the whole thing that I want to do is that there has to be a recognition, because when people want to be that giving, even like this little meter right here, this was Scott Reed, I think his name is Scott Reed. Well, he didn't donate to this, but he basically said this is what you're going to want to get. And it's accurate enough, right? I measured that battery. The battery came in pretty consistent. Maybe it's got to be a good weight. But I have to say thank you to the people that, and you don't have to be a donator to be recognized either on this channel. That's also not how this works. So, yeah, that's how that goes. But obviously, the people that put the money, I want people to physically see this is where your money went to. So, like Ace Racer 02, which I still have to. Well, you'll see. You'll see. Cow RC Matt, obviously, people's names are going to be on that. It's going to be cool. I think it's going to be cool. It's for a good cause. Right, Stickies, right. I definitely, and I very much appreciate it. A bit of A4 paper and a fridge magnet. A bit of A4 paper and a fridge magnet. Right. Should put a vector on. Oh, dude, put a magnet on his lift arm, and that way every time he goes around, he's picking up stuff. The only thing though is he already grabs all my screws. Oh, I hope the magnet's not gonna mess him up. Could you imagine if like the magnet pad thing is like some EM pulse to vector? He comes over to it and it's like, he just loses all power. Why don't you make a Pro Box or Amazon? Because I Trash Ninja, that feels weird, man. That feel like, even I'm gonna leave their name out of it because they wanted to remain anonymous. But there is somebody that contacted me that wanted to donate to the cause, and I'm like, you do understand, like, you don't have to donate to this, right? To be part of it. And I basically said it's weird for me to tell you how to do it, like how to donate. Like, I don't know. It feels wrong. Like, I don't know, it just feels wrong. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I want to do the recognition thing, because it just, I don't know. It's definitely a different feeling. I got to tell you that. Because I'm the one that usually gives. Like, when it comes to like birthdays and stuff like that, I'd rather give somebody else presents on my birthday because it makes me happy to give. So it also perplexes me that somebody would want to give to the channel. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Definitely puts a smile on my face, because it's like, wow, it's like, you kidding me? You guys are reaching into your part, especially, think about it right now, in a time right now, where granted things may be getting slightly better. Think about how much has changed. Like, people's income has changed, and not always for a positive outcome either. So it's just like, when people are being giving like that, it's like, I don't know, blows me away. It's definitely cool. It's definitely cool. Rift to the raft, man. Look at you. Magnets for vector. put it towards the EMP pulse mat for poor little Vector. He's gonna drive onto the mat and he's gonna be like stuck and not be able to move. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen. Thank you, Riff. That's the other thing I wanted to ask you too. Actually, you know what? I'll ask you on Facebook. That's the way it's out of here. Riff Raff. RC. $10, brother. Holy crap. Thank you, man. That cow RC mat's gonna be bought now. But I still need to know which one to get. So if people have an idea, if you guys have done those pit mats, if you're part of that Facebook group, just say, hey, you know, these. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to post a thing right now. Just going to post a thing right on the Facebook group and go, if you were to buy a cow RC pit mat, what one would you get and why? That's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to jump on there, go over to RC Guy Garage on Facebook, and I'm going to say, if you had the opportunity to get a cow RC pit mat, which one would you get and why? Cow. Just so I have direction. And I'm telling you, I'm also not joking about, I swear to God, I want to have somebody just order parts for me, because I already blew it and I ordered the wrong damn gear. But it doesn't even say anything on here about the pitch. That's what I think messed me up. Because it came up with the same thing, there's nothing on here that says what pitch that this is supposed to be. It just said that it was a hard anodized aluminum, and I was like, oh, perfect. Lighter rotational weight. And now I messed that up. Even when I don't know if you guys saw the video, but the first day that I took my DB Pro out, the Tenacity DB Pro, I got the car and the battery from the shop that I got it from. Unfortunately, even the owner didn't notice that the battery he gave me was the wrong connector. Now, here I am. I charged up the battery. I brought everything. I mean, this is the part that, like, it's the oversight of things sometimes. It was the difference between an EC3 and an EC5 connector, which totally ruined that day. I drove all the way out to the place. The battery was in the car, I think. The battery was in the car. Velcroed. And I went to go take the two connectors and plug them in, and I'm like, this is the first time I saw an EC connector. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, what am I missing here? I got a small connector and a big connector. And I was just like, well, that's awesome. I just wasted all this time. And that's the way it works for me sometimes. I don't know. But still, see this right here? I'm still smiling. I still got a smile on my face. This RC hobby definitely is something, it can get you in a bad mood sometimes if you do things wrong just so many times, you know what I mean? It can frustrate you. Like, I should probably make sure that I tighten the front shocks. How's that? Did I tighten these? Just thought about it right now. Yes, they are tight. Actually, that one's a little loose. And what's funny too is when it comes to working on cars, I'm actually the total opposite, meaning I'm so detailed when it comes normally to working on cars that there are no screw ups. That's a different level of screwing up. When it comes to cars, there is no room for screwing up. Although I did buy the wrong upgraded oil cooler for my truck. It wasn't the wrong size. It was, I believed, the hype. And it was supposed to, whatever. Yeah, so Big Black, ever since I put the factory upgraded parts into Big Black has given me zero issues. Now, and I'm talking foot to the floor smoke show, like this thing. Yeah, when I put the pedal to, they used to call it put the pedal to the metal, put the pedal through the floorboards, whatever you want to call it. The truck goes. You know, maybe not as fast as like a 2020 or 2017 or whatever, but it gets up out of its own way. And now that I finally put the right parts in it, the thing's mint. So you could use another job. The only thing though is you would probably spend money like crazy though. I wouldn't be able to cover your bill. Yeah, so well, I don't know how to do the poll, so I just kind of just did. If you had the opportunity to, oh, did I even post it? I probably didn't even post it. Yeah, I didn't even post it. So what I said is, if you had the opportunity to get a car RC pit mat, which one would you get and why? So that's basically how I'm going to put that. And I'm not sure how many people will see it, but at least it's marked as an announcement now in the group. And I'm going to pin it to the top. And I think that's just how I'm going to leave that. And just see like what people say. Like people, might write down, oh, don't bother with cow RC, the garbage. I don't even know. Seems like people like them. But anyways, all right. What are we looking at for stream time? So we are on 2 hours. So we will end this live stream shortly. So the other thing I'm noticing too is it's not showing. I think I got to turn this around. That's probably why. So if I turn this around and I go to that. All right. So right at 2:10, I'm going to end this stream. Because I actually, now that the sun's really not out today, but I want to get some more hits on this DR10 today before I start diving into that Jaguar, because I got to dive into that Jaguar too. I got to get 2 fuel pumps now for that thing, which I guess that's just how Jaguar rolls. It is the supercharged version, so the secondary fuel pump obviously is when the supercharger kicks in. It just provides more fuel. Asterian, what is going on, man? It's been a while. What is the DR10? What, electric or nitro? It's an electric. It's this thing right here. It's Team Associated's first RTR drag racing vehicle. Well, that's actually the first. It's actually the first drag racing RTR. Right, Trash Ninja. Yep, SC10. Right. Well, no. RTR. Well, actually, no, that's wrong. Because the funny car, the Traxxas funny car, right? So it's Team Associated's first RTR no prep drag car, correct? Just about everything over here wants to kill you. Top 10 deadliest snakes, spiders, sharks, killer, right? Smokey's RC, we'll see you later, man. I am going to be ending the stream in 2 minutes, something like that. 1 minute. But I wanted to just thank real quickly the backers today for the Cow RC. So we had CCX RC, we had Jack Brazier, Justin O'Neill towards the Moo, Riff to the Raff. See, this one is separate. We got James George, Mitchell's RC, Sticky's RC. We have Mitchell's RC again, Riff to the Raff RC. And that was it. I'm going to jump in the chat, see who else is here. Just basically say goodbye to everybody because I got to get out there, rip this DR10 in its current configuration, and then I'm going to get to work on that Jag. But I'll put together a video of my findings from this morning, and I'll probably throw this together with that as well. I'm not sure if it's enough. It'll be enough for 2 videos. It might be just one. If you're going to order parts and unsure what to get or if it'll quit, post in the group for advice. Right. Or ask Earl. Yeah, or ask Earl. Right. All right, so we got RC Odyssey, Trash Ninja, Scuffy Page. Justin O'Neill jumps in it. Justin O'Neill jumps in this last second. Thank you, Justin. Justin O'Neill. EMB, thanks, man. You are right there, EMB. I've got, I actually have to write your whole name down, so it's EINFACH MAL, right? MAL BAS Bastine. You'll see why I have to know like your whole name. But Justin O'Neill. Thank you, sir. Did you say moo? Yeah, you did. Woo! You know it, man. All right, you guys are killing me here. Like all of a sudden, now you guys are hammering the. You're hammering the chat now. We got Larry's here. We got Riff to the Raft, Scuffy Page, James George. You guys are killing me. Asterian's here. CT Chris is still here. Dude, you've been not. At least I haven't seen you. You haven't been talking much. I think Smokey's took off. Yep. So Smokey took off. EMB, which I wish I could pronounce your name, guy. I really do, but I can't. I can't do it. I just ruin it. Let's see. We've got going. Earl was here. He probably fell asleep. But he doesn't sleep anyway. As soon as he hears his name, like you said, say Earl 3 times. And Mitchell's RC again. You guys are killing me. I can't do this. I cannot keep up with this, man. It's a flying one. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what move Matt to get. So if you're not a part of that Facebook group, at least maybe jump on there. There are, questions you got to answer. There are rules to the group just to keep it, safe for everybody. But I did post a thing on there that just says, hey, I have no idea what cow Matt to get. So if you had the opportunity to get one, what one would you get? And I'll point blank I'll leave it up to you guys basically to tell me. Must say Aussie chicks are pretty hot. A little biased, but that's okay though, man. That's okay. All right. I'm out. James George. We'll see you later. Mr. Aliande. Dude, are you just jumping on now or are you just like hiding out in the back? Because I'm ready to jump off now. Mr. Aliande. I'm jumping off. I'm just ending. Morning for Earl. Well, he was here, but he probably fell asleep. He was way back. I don't know when it was. I think like if you maybe find what his last sentence was, if there was no finishing to the rest of his sentence, he probably fell asleep. You were flying. What were you flying? Gotta stay on now. Oh my God. Right. Exactly. Because who knows what time it is for anybody here. It could be like night. Well, actually, yeah. So for like a Styrian, I think for a Styrian, it's like 7:30 or something like that. So it's like dinner time for him already. Work every Monday and Friday. Right. What were you flying though? Right, so 7:30. Asterion. Right. I did not understand you. Yeah, Asterion is from Germany. $10:30 in the morning for you, right? Right, 1:30 for us. So, all right, I'm out. I gotta get out. All right, guys. COVID and coffee. I'm telling you right now, I don't know. Like, can it stay COVID and coffee permanently? Like, it's almost like I don't know. I think I'll have to take a poll on that too, because once the COVID's gone, you kind of can't call it COVID and coffee anymore. And maybe some people might not want to be reminded of COVID, you know what I mean? And then again, maybe it would stay because it was the start of the series of morning check-in. So, all right, I am out. Thank you guys, everybody that donated today. Holy crap, you guys are insane. Cow RC Matt definitely coming. I just want to see, I want to get like a gauge of what people think would be the right one to get, because obviously I have issues ordering stuff. So I'm looking at the gear too, and I'm looking at it in the package, and I'm like, I didn't even notice that the mesh was wrong until I literally took it out and I stuck it on the scale, and I'm like, that's not 48 pitch or whatever the pitch is. I'm like, yeah, whatever. All right. So I'm out. You guys, you should get out too. Right? Mr. Aliande, thank you for that. Right. If you're not a subscriber, don't forget to hit that subscribe, but I'm pretty sure that most of you are. You have German ancestry? Yeah. As far as I'm aware, I have a very little something in there. I'm a mutt, man. Big time mutt. You want to talk about a junkyard dog, man? I am a mutt. Like, my genealogy just goes. So, I am, I think, more strongly. What I used to call myself was I am a Scottish, Irish, Italian. So I think those three are like the more like pieces of the pie. They're the stronger portions of that pie. But like I always say, get out there and rip it. You guys should too. Thank you everybody for coming to this late edition of COVID and Coffee. We are going to get back into the rhythm. I gotta every once in a while get a little bit of a break just because of, other stuff that has to be done too. So, yeah, it's a blast for me. I hope it's a blast for you guys too. Like I said, it seems like we have a fairly consistent group of people that always come here, and then all of a sudden they'll be like, a couple of new guys will pop on. Like even when I look at when I get to look at the analytics, because right when I end this live, a little boost of analytics will show up, and it will show whether if there were any new subscribers to this stream, that's actually something I recently noticed, because most of the time when I have my phone in this landscape mode, if I turn it to portrait, it opens up more information, and I didn't realize that. So it even shows you subscriber count and a couple of other things. So I always say get out there and rip it. Like I said, you should too. Be good to everybody. I mean, man, this COVID stuff is crazy. They're starting to open up a lot of things. And I think Texas had their highest rate of COVID-affected people, I think, just yesterday. So, I don't know, man. This is nuts. This is crazy. Crazy time that we're in right now. But I just gotta end it. Otherwise, I'm gonna sit here forever and talk. Right. Stickies, you too. Thank you very much, man. All right, EMB, I'm out. Rift of the Raft, I'm gone. Scruffy page. I keep calling you Scuffy page. It's Scruffy page, not Scuffy. Scuffy is a scuffy pad. It's probably why I say Scuffy, because it used to be a word that I used to use for auto body. You'd get a Scuffy pad, and you'd prep a panel with a Scuffy pad. So I keep calling you Scuffy by accident. But anyways, all right, everybody, RC stuff. You just joined? Awesome, man. All right, thank you guys. Maybe we'll see you for another live. Hopefully we'll do a COVID and Coffee tomorrow. Maybe we'll do another live tonight to kind of make up for it. How about that? How about if we do a late night live today to make up for the fact that I had missed a couple of COVID and coffees? I think that's a good idea. So I don't know. I guess I'll see you guys tonight or tomorrow morning or however it works out for people's time constraints or time frames. Or Chef Beardsley, you're popping on and I'm just ready to dump out of the stream. Scruffy pads, right? They were scuffy pads, and what you would do is obviously to prep a panel. A lot of these panels would have that EDP coating on it, so you'd have to, basically turn them. You have to scuff the entire panel before you could have a primer adhere to it. So it was just a protective coating that were on the fenders and quarters and basically all the metal products that you would get. So you'd have to break through that, and it was called a scuffy pad. So, all right, I'm out. You guys, you're killing me. All right, well, I'll see you later. If I don't end now, I never will. So thank you guys for coming. Like I always say, get out there and rip it. You should too. Thank you, everybody. All these donations, you guys are totally insane. You guys really are. I'll see you later. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. We'll get something going. I'm out.